That is the first 8 bars of Fly Me to the Moon. The way I played, not Wes's version, my version. Same materials I have been teaching you for years, arranged through my own hands. If you have been with me this past week, you have already seen the principle. Why piano makes this look easier than it should. June's songbook is me showing you how to speak it yourself. Today is the first time I'm going to talk about it directly. What it is, what it is not, who is built for. Page is already live. By the end of this video, you will know whether it belongs in your hands or not. I'm Junwon Choi, Berklee College of Music graduate, Rich Hart's student. I have been quietly building this thing for months while making the videos you have been watching. This past week was me showing you the principles. June's songbook is what happens when those principles get applied to 3 actual standards. My arrangement, my solos, every choice traced back to principle that produced it. Not a flash product launch, just me telling you exactly what is inside. Here is what June's songbook is in one sentence. It is the bridge between knowing the materials and using them to build your own solo. Let me unpack that. If you have followed this channel, you have seen Wes do it. You have seen Peter Bernstein do it. And yet, when you sit alone with a guitar, no band, no backing track, on a real standard, you do not yet know how to put all of it into one solo of your own. That is the gap June's songbook is built for. 3 standards. Fly Me to the Moon, Autumn Leaves, All the Things You Are. For each one, I do 3 things. 1. Chord melody walkthrough. Voicing by voicing. Shell voicing, drop to voicing, upper structure chord, diminished. Why this voicing here? Why that one there? And how the melody sits on top. 2. A full chorus of chord melody and a full chorus of solo with no backing track. Just the guitar carrying everything. Harmony, melody, line, time. 3. The trace. I sit with you, watch the video back, and walk through every choice. Why this Wes line here? Why the Django line there? Why the diminished arpeggio on this dominant? And when I deviate from the chord chart, why I deviate? The chart is the starting point, not the rule. The decisions in the moment are what you are paying for. One thing I want to be clear about, because I want you to know exactly what you are getting. Each tune comes with 2 things. A PDF chord melody chart, that is the starting skeleton, what you'd put on a music stand, and a set of video lessons when the real work happens. The PDF tells you where the harmony is. The videos walk you through why every voicings were chosen, why every line reserves the way it does, and how to use those choices to build your own solo. The PDF without the video is just a chart. The videos are where you actually learn to make these decisions yourself. And the solos I play on each tune sits right on top of the same chord melody you are seeing in the PDF. Same architecture, different layer. If you are someone who is looking at a chord melody page and wondering where the voice leading is hiding, the answer is in the 3rd video lesson. That is where I trace every voice leading point on the actual page you are holding. That is the whole product. Shell voicing, drop 2 voicing, upper structure, Wes line, Django line, diminished approach, voice leading, every piece of the curriculum I have been teaching you, applied to one tune, in one solo with every connection visible, and most importantly, the melody. That is what each tune in Jun's songbook is. A few things Jun's songbook is not, so we are clear. It is not a lick book. I am not handing you 50 lines to memorize. There is one solo per tune. The value is in why the solo is built that way, not the solo itself. It is not a flash solo. This is, and I mean this, my best version from inside the curriculum. If you put me on a stage in front of an audience, I'd play differently. What you see in Jun's songbook is curated. Every choice has a teaching reason behind it. That is the point. It is not a transcription. There are plenty of good transcriptions out there. Wes Solo, Peter Bernstein, Russell Malone, you name it. Every line, not perfect on the page. Jun's songbook is the opposite kind of product. The solo here is mine, built from materials you already know, with the decision-making process exposed in real time. Transcriptions show you what great players played. Jun's songbook shows you how to make those same choices yourself. Where does Jun's songbook sit in the curriculum? In my curriculum. If you have already bought Wes Insight, Jun's songbook is the next step you have been waiting for. Insight showed you how Wes did it on these same tunes. Jun's songbook shows you how I do it, same tunes, same materials, same songs, same principle, different answers. That is why I built this. If you are brand new, Jun's songbook still works on its own. Each tune is a self-contained walkthrough, chord melody to solo, every choice traced. But if you want the foundation underneath it, voice leading, share voicing, the Wes Line and the Junewon, building blocks is free at voicelidjazzguitar.com. Take it, then come back. Either way, this works for you just from different starting points. And let me show you a small piece from each of 3 tunes, just the flavor of what is inside. So, in the Fly Me to the Moon, in the beginning, I played these voicings. I may play it differently in the real lecture, but in the beginning of this video, I played this one, right? I played breakdown in the real time, but the real voicing is. This is, by the way, Kenny Burrell's favorite chord, one of. So third on top, the melody, and actually this is G713, someone might say, right? But let's break down. The chord right before is D minor 7. So on the D minor 7, I put upper structure chord without the root, put tension 9 with a fifth on top. This is F major 7, drop 2 voicing. And then when it goes to D minor 7 to the G7, actually it is only one note changing. So I say this is F major 7, flat 5. And this is belong to the Wes Line, right? So in the lecture, I trace every voicing on the chart like this. And on the last chord, why I do not play a major 7, why I choose C6-9 instead. The melody ends on the tonic, right? So the major 7 rubs against that tonic notes by a half step. The melody sits on the tonic, we put 6 chord, not major 7. So the small decisions, big difference. Hearing it in 8 bars is one thing. Watching every voicing traced back to Y across a full chorus, that is the lecture. And in Autumn Leaves, a quick story about it. The recording I studied for this lecture is not on Spotify. It is not on YouTube. Wes played it on a live lecture how that recording shaped the way I hear this tune. Wes played it in D minor key. I do too on this lecture, the same key, same reason. What I want to say is right in the middle of guitar neck, over here is the sweet spot. He used the same Wes Line he used on the G minor 7, but still he is also just playing it on the same G minor line, but on top of it, it is just D minor 7. So he was just sitting on, someone might say it is just 2 chord, but he can sit it on the tonic chord as well. Over here, D minor is a top of the F major 7. So he can be just being over there for whole time through the tune. And lastly, the old things you are. And this is the one most directly connected to what I showed you on Friday. I picked this tune for one specific reason. The melody itself is already doing the harmony work. Every melody note lines up with a chord tone, the third, on the strong beat of the bar throughout the form. Jerome Kern wrote the song this way on purpose. The voice leading is already in the song before any solo happens. Right? Third. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. The page is voiceleadjazzguitar.com/Junes-song-book. I will put the link down below in the description section. Everything is there. Single, tunes, bundle, the full breakdown. Take a look. Put some comment below. Which tune do you want me to trace first? Fly Me to the Moon, Autumn Leaves, or All the Things You Are? I will be back this Friday with a deep dive on whichever one wins. Until next time, keep swinging.